clicked on this video means you just started your Subnautica playthrough and you don't know what the freak to do. So I'm going to help you with that. The first thing is to not panic or get scared because you're going to be in the safe shallows for the most part when you first land. At the beginning of the game, you're going to be in the safe shallows. There's not much in the safe shallows that can kill you aside from when you go in the caves. There's crash fish, which I can go and find one real quick just to show you. Okay, look. You see that little check this out. You see that little rock looking thingy, the jiggy, the bobber over there in the caves? That's a crash fish. And whenever you go near it, you only find it in the caves. Whenever you go near it, it'll jump out at you and it'll try to chase you. When it gets close, and then like after like a few seconds, it'll explode. So that's about the only thing you'll need to be careful of. I mean, you can outrun it pretty easily as long as you don't like dawdle. Like you can just run away. And he didn't hit me. So yeah, just be careful of them when you go in the safe shallows, caves, in the caves of the safe shallows, because that's like the only thing that can really kill you in this biome. And these things can kill you, but as long as you don't go near the little gas pods after they fart, you'll be okay. And they're out for a little second and they blow up. So yeah, just stay away from these guys and be careful of crash fish when you go in the caves. Are you good? Over there popping your bubbles, I'm just trying to explain. The second thing, beginner resources, the main things you're gonna want: acid mushrooms for batteries and limestone outcrops, which is right here. They can contain titanium and copper, which both things you're gonna need at the very start of the game because you use copper to make things like batteries for electronics. Titanium is used in just about everything in this game. So yeah, two core resources you're gonna need: acid mushrooms made for using batteries. You don't really need to worry too much about quartz. It's good to get because you need it to make the what's it call it, the high capacity O2 tank. But other than that, you don't really need it at the start of the game. And you'll find limestone outcrops like on rocky surfaces like this, the ones that look like this on the side of the little mini cliffs and stuff, but they're super easy to spot, like this one right here. They're really easy to spot whenever you pick them out. When you pick them out, what? Oh my gosh. They're easy to spot and pick out. Dang. Okay, the next thing, I don't know what thing we're on. I think we're on the third thing. But anyways, the next thing, as soon as you get the resources to make the scanner and this little fabricator, you are gonna wanna make it like instantly. Because it's how the scanner is basically your key to unlocking dang near everything in the game. Because the little fragments that you find around the map, you aren't going to be able to use them unless you scan them to get the blueprints so you can actually make what you want to make. But once you get the scanner, you're going to want to look for like the mini wrecks in the safe shallows because they can contain certain fragments that you're going to need. And the main fragment you're going to want to look for are sea grub. I was gonna say something about boxes and then I just got tongue-tied. You're gonna look for sea glide fragments because it's gonna let you move around way faster once you unlock it. And let me see if I can find one. And these little crates you'll find just scattered all over the place, and sometimes they'll be open. That's where the fragments will be. Let me see if I can find one. They usually look busted up like this. Okay, no, never mind, not like that. Yeah, this one's open, but there's nothing in it. So there's also the slim chance that you're not gonna find anything in it. So. And that's okay. That's okay. You just have to keep looking. That's another thing about this game that you're gonna learn real fast is whenever you look up tutorials and stuff, like people showing you where to go, like I do. Typically in my tutorials, I try to show like every single spot because if you only show 3 spots and there's 5 spots, and then somebody goes to check those spots in their game, there's a chance that they might not find anything there. And the other things, maybe at the other 2 spots. I can't speak. The other 2 spots that they didn't show. My God, safe shallows. There we go. Sea glide fragment, right there. Usually find these in the little boxes that I just mentioned. Also, if you find beacon fragments, I guess this will all go up along the third tip. But if you find beacon fragments, make sure you scan those as well because the beacon is insanely useful. Next thing. When you look in your fabricator, you're gonna see this computer chip and it's gonna require table coral samples to make. And you're probably gonna be looking around confused as I don't know what, like a lot of people are, because they don't know where the freak to get the table coral samples. And you need a knife to get the table coral samples. So the next thing is you're gonna wanna get a knife. which you need silicone rubber to make. So you're gonna have to venture out into the kelp forest biome, which is usually like right next to the safe shallows. You'll be able to find it pretty easily. You just swim around. But once you come in the safe shallows, in the kelp forest, you're gonna be looking for these giant little yellow thingy mabobber creep vine samples. There we go. I couldn't get the name. Yeah, you take the creep vine seed clusters and you put them into this fabricator, and then you can either make silicone rubber or you can make lubricant, but you don't really need to worry about lubricant until you get your seed glide. When you come in the kelp forest though to look for these seed clusters, there are going to be stalkers, which are like just small little hostile creatures, but they don't do that much damage for one. I mean, they mainly keep to themselves. I say that and then he just starts coming after me. Okay, well they don't, but you know, just steer clear of them. Actually, let me... Okay, he just didn't do any damage. Okay, whatever. You come in here with your creep vine, seed clusters. Yeah, you can make lubricant or silicone rubber. You'll need lubricant for the sea glide and other vehicles. But if you're just getting the knife right now, then you don't need to worry about making this. But you can make it in advance if you want. And once you have your knife, you're gonna go out, go back into the safe shallows, and you're gonna look for these little things. These little table corals on the sides of rocks. They're just scattered all over the place, really. And to get table coral samples, all you have to do is just stab the table coral, and it'll drop. You can just pick it up. Okay, next thing, whenever you go to your repair tool, you'll notice that you need cave sulfur to make it. I think that's the only thing you use cave sulfur for. I might be wrong. I forgot. I don't know all the recipes in this game. And cave sulfur you can find in the safe shallows by simply going, well, into the caves, as you would probably guess, and looking for crash fish. I can't say their name. We're gonna be looking for crash fish. Dang. Like that one right there. And whenever they come out, you're gonna wanna go up to their holes, like after they blow up and stuff, you're gonna go up to the hole that they came out of, and there'll be some cave sulfur in there that you can pick up. I'm going to demonstrate right now. Come on. Come on. Are you stuck, sir? What's wrong with you? Come on out. No. Trying to do a demonstration here. Get out here. There you go. No. I'm gonna shoot out his mind. Okay. You go up to the little holes and you see there's cave sulfur in here. You can just grab it and go right out. One of the most important things. Okay, so regarding food, there's gonna be a bunch of fish that you'll see swimming around the safe shallows. Mainly, you'll see like these orange ones. They're called peepers. And he's gonna run away from me because he does not want to be eaten, which makes sense. The peepers are good for filling up your orange, you know, your food, your little food bar. So the main ones you're gonna want are peepers and bladderfish. The bladderfish are the pink ones that look like, is that pink or purple? Pink or purple, whatever. The purple ones that look like this, and you never want to use them, like cook them for food. You want to turn them into bottles of water because they suck as food, and there's literally no point. You're better off turning any other fish into food, like cooking it. Yeah, always use bladderfish for water. Don't use them for food unless you're like about to die in like a dire emergency. It is turning nighttime. Let's fix that. All right, we're good. Oh, okay. Last thing. Last thing. Lead, gold, and silver are both 3 like super important resources that you can find actually super close to the... Can you shut up? Dang! You can find them in the kelp forest. And instead of looking for limestone outcrops, gosh, I'm about to throw something. You're not going to be looking for limestone outcrops, but instead you're going to look for sandstone outcrops, which are more like rounded, brown, soft-looking outcrops that you'll find on like smoother surfaces, like maybe like the ocean floor in this biome right there. As an example of what one looks like. Got one right here, looking nice and fat. Break it and you can get some lead. You can get lead, gold, or silver. All 3 things that you're gonna need. You need silver to make wiring kits, and I'm full because, you know, I'm fat. You need silver to make wiring kits, which you need for the habitat builder and other things. Gold you'll need to make, I believe, the fabricator. I might be wrong. Yeah, fabricator. There's some other things you need gold for that I'm not forgetting, or that I am forgetting. What? It's just not coming to mind right now. And lead, you're gonna need lead to make for your vehicles, like your Seamoth and, you know, the other vehicles they can get in this game. You also need it for the radiation suit, which you're gonna need whenever a certain event happens. in the game if you want to be able to progress like to other areas, because some areas are going to be covered in radiation and you're not going to be able to go near them without a radiation suit on. So yeah, sandstone outcrops, you can also find them in the kelp forest, and you can also find them in the in some safe shallow caves, but I really wouldn't look in there. It's like pretty rare that you'll find them in there when compared to just going in the kelp forest, where it's way easier to find them. Okay, finally, the last thing we're gonna cover, wanting the mobile vehicle bay. You can't find those fragments in the safe shallows, unfortunately, so you're gonna have to venture out, and you're gonna mainly find them in the kelp forest. And the same way you found the fragments for the sea glide, you're gonna find the mobile vehicle bay fragments. You're gonna find them in like the little boxes, just like you did with the sea glide fragment. There it is, right there. Look at that. Mobile vehicle bay fragments, right in the little kelp forest. Scan that, and you're gonna need 3 of these janks to get the full blueprint. Anyways, that's about all you need to know, just for when you first drop into the game, so you know you have just a small sense of direction. So you're just like swimming around aimlessly. You don't know what to pick up. You're just picking up everything. You know what fish to get, what resources to be looking for when you first come in. Anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one.